What up? Let's go.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, shut that door, dude, sis. What up?
Shut the front door. What's happening, dude? I haven't talked to you in like 3
That's the back
weeks.
door. 3 weeks. It's like dog years. So it was actually a few days and not weeks.
A few days.
Yeah. Chilling. Doing it.
Chilling.
Dad, what up? Dad missed it last week. He had
I
to get
noticed.
early for a tattoo appointment in the morning.
Chris, what's up,
Chris,
man?
what
What's
up?
up, Raisa? Yeah. A tattoo appointment. I get it, man. Getting up early for that can be a struggle.
Yeah. Priorities.
Right? I got to ask again, man. Have you made it out to the cul-de-sac roundy round track this week or no?
No, they apparently hadn't fixed their rides yet.
Oh, man. Still?
Yeah, that or I just intimidated them too much.
What is the holdup?
I don't know. It's it could be as simple as dude just didn't want to fix it yet. Remember that BMX track I was talking about over there off
Yeah.
Dragoon? Yes. They wiped it out, tore it down.
Yeah.
They built one back.
Yes.
It doesn't have as crazy high jumps as before, but it's a little bit more like an off-road track instead of a crazy high jump track.
Let's go.
I went and ran it the other day.
Where was the invite, bro?
It was after work, bro. I mean, it was just like I didn't even find out till after work that place was back in order. My wife showed me a post on Facebook, somebody trying to hit the transition on a mountain bike, and I was like, I'm going.
I'm going to try to hit the transition with the Creighton.
Yeah, I took the Creighton, and I don't know what the heck happened, but I lost the drive shaft like first lap somehow. And so I stayed there, though, and ran it with front two-wheel drive for a minute. And it was still cool.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So no backflipping.
It can be done if you can square up on it and get your speed, but it's not like it was before. It was crazy before. And I made some pretty sick videos at the old layout with the big 8S Outcast. I sent it to the moon, and the Super Baja Ray and some other stuff. I drove there.
You know, brother, I could not imagine an 8S Outcast. Dude. After running my 8S Creighton, I could not imagine how wild the Outcast would be.
It's so big that the things you know about it in 4S and 6S land doesn't necessarily apply the same. I mean, it does. Like the same truck, but shorter wheelbase, right? So with that, they're more responsive and stunty. But dude, it's so big that it doesn't seem a detriment. When I did those videos, I was one of the first guys to air out the 8S Outcast when they were new. And this was the version 1 candy apple red one, not the EXBs that came out later. But I jacked the punch on it because it didn't have enough wheel speed to correct.
Yep.
And this is a truck that's known to be almost overly responsive and stunty.
Yep.
Didn't quite have enough. So I ran it, stock out of the box, and then I ran it after I jacked the punch up, and it was way better on the correction. But it did awesome out there. And it depends when you go too. If It's actually a little better if it rained the night before or something, because if it's really dry, the traction's just not.
Not there.
No, it's not very good.
Right. Well, Ty's been on me about a video on my 8S crate, and so now since you got that back over there, we need to go. And you know
Yeah,
what? I'll bring my fire team truck for like Kirk to drive.
you got to bring something and backups. And if I had tools with me, I could have fixed. But I found the drive shaft. I just didn't have tools with me to put it back in.
Was it where do you think it came out of first? Out of the transmission end, the diff end?
Well, it was the from the diff to the tire, so it wasn't the center drive shafts. It was one of the diff to the tire. I don't know what it. I could have not got it put back all together right. You know, those because I did some work on it.
You did some work on it. So I had that problem with that truck. I think I was jumping it. We had the ramp down at my brother's house, and that I think it was the back left drive shaft kept coming out. And my brother's like, "You don't have something set right." And so I had adjusted the was it camber?
One of the two, yeah.
I had adjusted that, and I think I had adjusted too much, and I adjusted it back and put that back in, and then it was fine. So there's probably something there with the caster or camber or whatever, whichever one it is that's out of sorts a little bit.
It could be. It just landing weird once is all it takes too, because it'll stretch in a way that you can't make it stretch like that to put one back, but if you land right, it can. That's what's kind of nice about universals on one side. At least they're going to stay in, and you don't lose
Right.
the dog
Yeah,
bone.
the dog bone. Yep.
Yeah, and on the front and some other ones, there's these washers at the outside of the A arm where this pillar ball, pivot ball, big
Yep.
pivot ball thing is.
Yep.
And if you keep losing drive shafts, get rid of the washers and it tightens it up a
Yep.
little.
Yeah,
But
I don't remember if that one has it on those or not. I don't think it does.
on the front, there's stuff,
There are.
but on the back, no. On the back, you've got the hubs. That's it.
Got you. Well, that sucks. But at least you got over there, you know?
Yeah, I was just glad that place was back. I want to put race tires on it and run it again.
Heck yeah. Yeah, to go over there, I would put the original tires back on the Creighton 8S for that. Because I've got more like they're almost more like street tires right now on that Creighton 8S.
I'm trying to remember what are they? Do you remember?
I don't. I think they're Duratrax of some sort. But they've got more of a smooth tread pattern that comes out, and then they like V. It's more of a smooth tread pattern. I'd have to put the original knobs back on it.
I don't know, man. I might try it. If it's like Chevron, like monster truck style, it might be okay.
It might be.
But if it's smooth, forget it.
Nah, they're just more of like almost like an all-terrain tire than
It might
than
be
an
okay,
off-road
dude.
tire.
They might be all right. It's amazing once you've raced on race tires how the difference is. Because I remember thinking before all the ready to run Basher tires were plenty good, and then I ran race tires, and I'm like, holy smokes,
It
these these little pins do awesome.
Oh yeah.
My low C truggy would actually be awesome at this place.
You know, that's like the pin tires that we use on the crawlers, like over at Kirk's house on his rock course. I love those pin tires on the rocks. They just grip so well.
Do really what I've never liked how they look, but they do what they're supposed to.
For sure. Yeah, man.
They do.
I might have to put some pin tires on this new little thing that I built.
It may need tires. Did you end up doing the track out of TPU?
No, I did it out of PLA. Everything's out of PLA. What's up, Ty? What's up, J Huff?
J Huff.
Yeah, I jumped into Ty's live show last night for a little bit and said, "What's up?"
Yeah, I showed up there. I usually show up later once the kids go to bed, and then I'll pop in here and work. I painted up 2 drivers last night
For
for and I ordered my winch line and a couple new light kits for
the little Scout
so my little mint julep is almost done.
mint julep,
Mint
straight
julep, bro.
straight out of the supermarket. Looks good, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
You know, we didn't work it out too awfully well on the back of that cab, but it looks good.
It'll be all right. The driver's legit, good size. So I'll get his arms on tonight, or I'll wait for the winch line and do it. I strip dead servo wires and use them. But the thing about those is they stretch. What's nice about the winch line is you can get it. I get the Reefs winch line at Horizon when I'm ordering other stuff, and that's what they said to use on the CJ7 files, and that's what this driver is, repurposed like crazy. And so I've got a handful of these dudes that I printed and got wrong before or too small for
Yep.
So I had an extra one. So he's sitting in this dude now.
Yeah, man. And you know what? He's scaled, dude. It looks good.
He's actually small, but it's not that crazy. I mean, Jeeps are little, so his head should be even with this.
That's true.
But
still, it looks good.
I've seen worse. Yeah.
It looks good.
It'll be all right. And he's just sitting there until he needs to go somewhere else.
Right.
Because who knows? But yeah, I painted those dudes last night, and I got my weather stripping, the brown black I like for the
around the windows.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Heck yeah.
The inside's basically done.
Is that the dude's arm that's laying in the bed?
Yeah. Handful of arms and hands and
Chris, why hating on short guys? It's like the song Short Man.
Yeah, I got the mount made for the front, and you can see it in there.
Yep.
It'll be another screw up from the.
So that's the same mount as what you got in the big one, just you scaled it down to fit.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good. Looking good, man. Anything else that you're working on project wise? When are you going to build a mobile, a winter mobile?
I don't know. I gotta see yours first.
I gotta be honest. This thing actually printed out really well. I used the black filament. I used.
It looks awesome.
Maybe a half a roll. And then the yellow, I used a quarter of a roll. That's it. It's pretty amazing how many parts I printed, and they're all small, and they didn't really require a whole lot of support.
Oh, that's nice about that. I mean, these big bodies we're doing it's a different animal compared to even the Unimog. It's so many little parts and screw together parts that, man, there wasn't much support at all.
Yeah.
In them.
And everything went together perfectly. I did not have to drill anything out. I didn't have to adjust anything. Awesome. It's amazing with all the screws and everything that it took to put this thing together. Here, I'll show you guys. Boom! There she is.
Nice.
But yeah, it's I started printing this sled last week on the show because I was like, hey, I got this big manual here and I'm gonna build one of these. And dude, it went so well, man.
It's big.
It is big. And it's cool because I didn't realize that they use the drive belt on that is a 10 millimeter wide drive belt
What's it all?
from the drive belt.
Yeah, where do you get it?
I wound up so in all the files, there's inside the manual, you can click on he gives you a link to either Amazon or eBay or whatever to the exact parts that's needed, which is
Nice.
nice. But the dry belts I got off of eBay, and they're actually 3D printer drive belts, timing belts.
Huh,
That's what they are.
no kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, it's it's all legit hooked up, ready to go, man. Can't really see it, but you can see the track moving.
Nice. Yeah, I'm anxious to see that run.
I like it so much, Ryan. I think I'm just gonna start printing another one.
Nice.
And it's kind of cool because the way that I'm gonna step over here, but the way they actually have it made, you can pull back on this seat, and it's actually spring loaded.
Huh.
And that's where the battery's at in here.
Sweet. That's
Yeah,
good
man.
size. That's neat.
It'll be something different, something fun to play with.
Yeah, I want to see how that goes. My next thing. This is very close here, and I want to finish that Unimog I got.
Yeah, you've had that going for a while. You kind of put it on hold for a long while.
I put it on way hold, and it what stopped me was the lights, and then I got lights, and then I used them in other stuff, and then I didn't have lights, and so yeah, I'd like to finish it up. I think it'll be nice having a 10 scale on big 2.2s because it looks mean right now. It's sitting on uh portal axle TRX4 with 2.2 Patagonias on it that fit perfect in the wheel wells for it, just size wise and all.
Yep.
So I think, and also that thing having second gear like it does.
Dude, that thing will fly.
Fun. If it's not ridiculously top heavy, I think it'll be pretty good time.
Yeah. Speaking of top heavy, Ryan, the hardest part on this build that I had to deal with is where the shocks connect up to the frame up in here. They've got it's actually a dovetail system that you print out with the slide that's got slider arms on it that the second servo connects to on each side. So if you can see it, watch my shock. See the shock move?
Yep.
So what they're doing is putting tension on the shock so that it keeps its balance. It doesn't sway left or right when you go around the turn.
Nice.
So it's pretty trick how they set this up.
Yeah, it's neat. And they've done a couple versions of that then.
Yeah, this is the second version,
Yeah.
but I mean, the files are endless on it, but something fun to do, something fun to try. I've got
Well,
I've got an 1800 quick run fusion in it, but it calls for a 2200. So if something happens that it's just not peppy enough, then I'll probably order a 2300, the one
yeah,
that's on your store.
got it. Yeah. I could see it wanting that a little bit. And that's a 3S joint.
Yeah, I just got a 2200 3S in it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
But it might be perfect, for the trails this winter when we go out. it'll be something cool to play with.
You'll know. You'll know. You know what I mean? If it's the one nice thing, I remember back in the beginning of crawlers for me, like even though they would run 3S, a lot of times I'd go 2S, and I never really broke anything. But gosh, then I saw so much stuff out there with 3S on it, and I was like, I kind of want the wheel speed.
Yep. And how many times have you needed that wheel speed, especially on the 6, on the SCX6s? You know,
Yes.
we all need it, no matter if we're running Mickey's or what we're running. A lot of times,
another thing that teaches you how nice it is to have 3S on a 10 scale. It's like, man. So if you're going to run 2S, the 2300 will help get you by. But if you're running 1800, you better run 3S.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Dylan, yeah, getting ready for winter. You bet you. I'm getting ready for winter so bad, I'm going to build at least one more of these sleds.
I'm still liking the 65 Dodge for something too. So if I can wrap these up, I may do a leafer or another 6. I need to sell something though, dude.
You need to build a snowmobile, man.
Room. I want to see yours first.
You want to see it run, or you just want to see it?
I want to see it run.
Gotcha. Well, if the damn drive belt would show up, I bought 2 of them. If the drive belts would show up, then I could take it out in the yard and at least drive it.
I suppose you could.
Oh yeah.
The track looks like it'll tear it up, man. But
Dude.
it's going to be the right kind of snow. You know what I mean? Not too deep and fluffy.
Yeah, the track is crazy. It's super aggressive.
Chunk.
But just like how everything like fits, man.
It looks like it assembles really nice. It does. To me, it's a little like a helicopter. I can't get really too excited, but
it's cool. It's cool because I wound up using 390 millimeter shocks. It called for an 80 on the back here, but I put one of the old shocks from the Deadbolt back here, the 90.
Okay.
So it should work. And then I got the small shock up here up front is from the from my FJ40.
Really?
Before I did the leaf spring kit.
Yeah.
So it's got a shock up front. And yeah, man, it's pretty dialed up, man. But look at that track, dude. It's crazy.
Chunky, dude.
It's a chunky monk. Yeah, man. She's dialed up, ready to go.
It looks like it's got a monkey face.
It does look like a monkey face. Looks like something. But yeah, man, it was a fun little build.
That's cool getting those kits that screw together so nice. That's pretty neat.
It is. Yep,
it's made for it. You know, unlike some of the stuff we're doing is not necessarily made for it, but we're making it work. Like that is definitely designed to do that for that purpose. Hey, yeah, show us your snowmobile again. Better. There you go.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
That thing's like 6 scale, right?
Yeah, it's like you can see from my hand how big it is. They've got 3 different size tunnel and bars and everything. So this one's 154 millimeters. They've got 165 and 178. So the next one I do might be more like, you know, I might do a 175 and just go really big. But it's crazy how legit this thing is.
It is. That's awesome. What's the driver going to be?
Dude.
Little tiny.
I'm gonna buy one of those drivers off your Amazon.
Oh, the snow dude.
But until then, bro, this is where I've been going, man.
Snoop on a shelf.
Snoop on a stoop, baby.
Dread, dread on a sled, bro.
Dreads on the sled, man.
I think
Yeah.
you may be better off with Snoop than anything.
I think he looks pretty good on there.
You need some smoky social with that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm really excited to get that dry belt on there and try it out. The guys that are using 2200 kVs, I mean, they punch them in powder and they'll stand up and flip over.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I can't imagine that I won't have enough power with the 1800, and it'll be a little easier on, the drivetrain and everything. So
For sure. And then how'd the gearing go? Like options for that? Like it is what it is, or what?
So I wound up using they call out a 2200 kV with a 16 tooth pinion and a 60 tooth spur. And the way this is set up, I could only find 20 tooth pinion. So it'll probably bog the motor down a little bit, but that's okay. But I'm 20 tooth pinion, 60 tooth spur gear. And everything's all like right in here, the whole transmission and everything. It's hard to see because I got it covered up right now. But there's actually, you might be able to see it. So there's actually an idler pulley up here, and then the actual motor's right in here with the pinion. So it's truly a belt driven wagon.
So if it wasn't a 2-in-1 motor ESC, where would the ESC go?
So there's actually a spot for the ESC inside.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. What's really cool about this is the gas cap is actually how this front end, this top piece holds on. It's kind of cool. So you unscrew it through that.
Did you see the fake news on Ty show last night about the release tomorrow?
So there's the front end comes off. So it's just dovetailed in the front. The fake news about what?
The release tomorrow from Arma.
Yeah, what's that about?
Have to wait and see.
So there's the inside. So there's a plate that sits in here that you're supposed to mount the ESC on. There's plenty of room in here to put an external ESC, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to secure all the wires and all that good stuff. But you can kind of see my servo at the top. You can't see it. There you can. And my arms on each side.
Yeah.
That are connected with ball links to the servo that put pressure on the shocks when you turn left or right. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool design. Super easy to work with.
Nice.
Yep. And the steering on it is actually a legit rack and pinion, believe it or not. You print out both the rack and pinion gears and mounts right onto the servo, and then the rack actually slides through a hole in the bottom of the frame there. It's pretty cool. It's really fun to put together. And it's really cool because you get some really cool files for other things too. I know your wheels are spinning. You're Ryan, you're going, what color is mine gonna be?
Well, it's like what could you do with the tracks and the skis?
Bro, after doing this, I want to do a set of tracks for the SCX6.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
So what's the scoop with this release tomorrow? Because Ty was showing it last night on on his show, and you can't see it because it's just a blur. It's got to be, dude. Is it a 12S? It's got to be a 12S. Man, they were flying.
It's a 12S Capra.
For real?
No. Tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day. I already know.
I kind of figured you probably did. It's probably one of these things. Pete was probably out taking a video.
You never know, but you will.
Are we all going to want it? Is it something new? Is it something cool, or is it a re-release with a lot of power? You probably can't say. Never mind. I'm itching and scratching.
Yeah. Yep. So my thing is, if it's a ready to run, I think it is, then you're gonna price most people out of the game if it's 12S or something, right?
True.
I mean, I think for RTR, 8S is as much as you can ask out of anybody.
Yeah, I get that. The 8S is kind of at the point where you throw two 4S's in there, and
It's a little more doable. People have them because
yeah,
of
the electronics are cheap,
PRs and
cheaper.
Outpass and Creightons and stuff like that. You're already all in on speed stuff and other things if you're sitting around on 12S stuff. And of course, somebody willing to modify and model can do, whatever they want.
Sure.
But the way releases seem to go, no matter whether it's airplane or car, whatever they release it at, it's at the top end of its range for that equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You go, if you got a 3S and a 4S plane, that's already the biggest prop you can run on it unless you upgrade ESCs and things like that.
But like you say, like you're just saying right now, and you've said in the past, if you mess with one thing, you gotta change everything.
There's some things that's worse, and then other things there's less of it, but it's still something to be considered. Yeah. I think maybe you get away with a little bit more of that depending on what the thing is. But I mean, it used to be, now a lot of the planes are 3S and 4S capable, and everybody knows it. The specs say it, the manuals say it, all that. But back in the day, those planes were 3S, and they only had like 30 amp speed controls, and they could take 4S if you upgraded the speed control.
Sure.
So things are getting a little better where they, I think, are trying to accommodate more folks with a release.
All right, DJ Super Tinny, we'll see you, man.
See you later. 416 HP. Yikes. 256. That's fast. And that's nothing by accident. That's what you're doing. That's what you're working on. That's who you are when you go making those kinds of runs. And you got to have a radio that can handle it on the range and all kinds of stuff.
Gotta have tires that handle it. I can't remember how many times I've watched Kevin Talbot making speed runs with some of his stuff, and before he's wide open, he's blowing tires apart.
Well, you got to where he's making tires because nothing ready to run or available was doing it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's like I still would like to put 4S on on one of my SCX6s and when we go out. But I'm so throttle happy, I'm afraid I'm gonna wind up trashing the diff or something.
Yeah, I love the idea of that too, till I think about fixing stuff.
Carrying it out of the woods.
Yeah, because it's it does pretty good on 3.
They do. There's no point in pushing it.
Second gear. What I wish you could still have a good drag brake in second gear. Gosh, it's the only time I mess them up, dude. Is forget I don't have a drag brake and I'll roll backwards into something.
Yep.
It's like, dang it, man.
Yep. You got to be throttle management if you're going to be in second gear going up a steep incline, because
you can't let off the throttle.
No, you got to manage it. It sucks.
Even if you're stopped, you got to stay in it.
Yep.
Or you're rolling backwards. And when in first gear, that's not even a thing at all, because it locks up really nice, the drag brake on first gear. Makes sense.
Yep.
But man, it's hard to remember to be ready. That's just my guess. Like there's all kinds of awesome stuff that's out there, but it's so much of a niche territory that you can't. I mean, there's a reason why we keep getting Mustangs and Cubs, right? Because they just sell over and over. And the RTR game is the same way, where they may take some leaps here and there, but I think I would be very surprised if it was more than 6S or 8S.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's just my guess. I could be wrong. I'm glad to be.
But it's like the market that we're living in right now. It makes zero sense to go 8S or 12S.
Well, and we've all seen stuff come and go too. And there's always the diehard that stays with it. But for a minute, like drag cars were like, they were big.
Yep.
Then they're not. I mean, that low-C drag car was like $470 or something, and then they were blowing them out at like 200. Yep. So, yeah, those are the kinds of things somebody's counting the beans on.
And you know what? The like the snowmobile, for instance, the files were $30. And you got, if this 1800 works, that's $85-$90 for the motor. The receivers that I use with my cheap radio, my Radio Link, they're $18 or $19 a piece. You got 2 servos for $35. You start adding it up, dude. This would be one hell of a little machine, man. For if
you're at 175 now with no filament.
Yeah, but with with a half a roll of, say, one roll of filament at 18 or $20, okay, you're talking $200. This is actually a pretty hell of a toy for $200.
It is, and your time too is huge and hard to put a price tag on.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
So much. There are some of us that are handy still, but just culture has us living that RTR life. There's so many people that don't know how to do basic modifications.
Yep.
Basic necessity man card type stuff.
Yep. And Chris is right what he just said. It's you got $1,000 in a setup, and you got a couple different colors of body to choose from, and there's not a whole lot of support there. That's the reason why, Chris, we went down the path that Ryan and Kirk and I did with trying to make our SCX6s look like something different every time we go out.
Yeah.
With a 3D printed body that we've got,
And even 10 scale is limited in a way. I mean, it's not as limited, but it's limited too. But the 6 scale, as awesome as that is, the same way he's talking about the 8S stuff, It's super niche. There's not a lot of aftermarket stuff going on, and limited body options, super limited.
Yeah, big time.
And when you do get a body option, they'll stamp out a Lexan version of something that is really famous and iconic, but because they're stamping it out of Lexan, they lose so much fidelity. It looks like a joke. Like us airplane guys are the same way, where we'll like, okay, a P-47 needs to look like a P-47. I don't want it to look like a cartoon of the thing. Like, make it look like the thing as good as you can, or don't, bother.
Don't do it. Right.
And yeah, you're right. The SBR, that body is what you get. Unless you go for the desert version of it. And then if you go desert buggy, you lose the solid rear axle and that cantilever business on the back. So it's a completely different rig.
Yep. Well, that's why I retrofitted the infraction body onto my 8S Creighton. I didn't like the Creighton body that came with it. I'm like, nope.
That's why I bought the Outcast Notorious whatever for my first 6S rig, was because it looked like a truck.
The Notorious, I had 2 of them.
And now I don't really care. But like back when I was just getting into it, like there's no way I was. Now, I mean, I know I love a Creighton. I don't even care what the body looks like.
Yep.
Back then, I wanted something to look like a truck. That's why I think the Big Rock has been so well received, no matter what size version they release, because it looks like something everybody's seen. If you're not into RC, you look at a truggy body like the Creighton and you're like, what is this? You've not seen it before in any kind of full scale world.
Yep.
And so you're like, what the hell?
Yep.
But once you know, it's no big deal. I mean, that rig is amazing, but I get it, dude. And then you had the Creighton body on there and you're like, all right, same deal. So you put that Restomod infraction body on there and it's like, all right, here we go. Truck.
Yeah. I like the looks of it. And it's like, I'm going to spice it up a little bit. What's up, Kirk?
What up?
Kirk in the house.
So it's Labor Day. What's happening this weekend?
We're going crawling somewhere.
What day?
Or we can go flying. We sorry I dissed you the other night, dude. The weekend went away from me pretty quick.
Don't worry about it. I already sent a steaming pile to your front porch. FedEx.
Yeah, I said something to Dan about it. He was in town last week, and I'm like, hey, man, you good with us going out and flying over there? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Don't hit my building. I'm like, don't worry, we will.
If you do, it's the blue box's fault anyway, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm trying to kind of figure out what this weekend looks like. I was ready to go. I charged up a ton of batteries, man. And that's why I had 6S batteries ready to go when I decided to drive the Creighton the other day, because I was like, I was charged up for a bunch of 4S and all right, dude, get out of here. 4S and 6S stuff.
Nice.
Seriously, get
for aircraft.
What
is that? What you're charged? You're all charged up to fly.
Yeah. I was wanting to be prepared, because I was thinking, especially if we were going there with wheels, I was going to bust out the F86, knock out the Sportix again, let you guys get a rip on it maybe. And I had the PC21.
Oh, yeah.
FMS ready to go, and whatever else I could, fit.
Chuck in. Yep.
I'm wanting to fly my big stuff, my T28 and my big Carbon Z Cub. But I really also, Pot of Gold's coming up. I'd like to knock out stuff that I don't have on video already.
Yep. I get it. Yeah, and I got your email on that too. The pot
Oh,
of gold.
yeah, it's like the fourth.
So, yeah, second or fourth or something.
I gotta get tables sorted too.
Did you get my text that I tore the Corsair apart?
You said it was a 300 kV or something.
Yeah. I took that cowling off and looked at it and I'm like, son of a buck.
But if it
I got
flies, I mean, you've already flown it, right?
Yeah, I flew it a few times.
And
It's okay.
if it's fine, it's fine.
I don't know any different, so it's fine for me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If it's fine, it's fine. The one I had sucked. I sold that thing quick. I did a video on it, and then I took it to a show in Alabama just to see if I liked it enough to do the 8S upgrade. And I was like, I flew it, and I was like, I hate this. And so I sold it and kept the ESC for something else.
I'll probably take mine to the pot of gold and see if I can offload it cheap.
You probably can.
That's one that I would part. There's quite a few that I need to take and part with, but I got more important things to do with my money.
What, then sit on them?
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of keeping these things if I'm not gonna fly them?
Space, man. I mean, I've had I mean, think about how many planes I've had, bro. It's unbelievable.
Your house would look worse than Brian Phillips' basement if you kept everything.
I can't. I'm full now, and
I can't.
I'm down, and I'm still full.
I cannot believe when he like did that tour through his basement. I'm like, are you shitting me? And Nate's the same way. I'm like, you guys are nuts for hanging on to all that stuff.
I think you got to get rid of stuff before it loses its shelf life date range. You know, you got some stuff that's like, man, at a point you might want to get rid of it before it's obsolete.
Right. Well, there's a few out there like that. Like, what was that? Deuces Wild or whatever it was that
Yeah,
E-Fly had years ago.
yeah.
That one seems to be kind of a well sought after, model if you still have one,
There
to
are
this day.
there are some that have a
The
good enough reputation. Folks are going to want it to keep their original going,
Yeah.
or as a backup, but
Yep.
no new acquisitions. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, for the most part, I say no as a blanket statement, but think about it. Like if it's an older, unsupported, can't get stuff for it model, does it make sense? Unless you just really missed out on it and you always wanted it and you don't care that it might never
They
be
might go on the ground.
fixable. I mean, a lot of that wood stuff depends on your willingness to reconstruct as well. You're not going to find the parts. And if you do find the parts, it's somebody on eBay who's selling it like it's plutonium or something.
Exactly. That's why I've really been tempted to take the Prometheus, the P2, and sell it at the pot of gold. I think I paid whatever it was new, like 329 or 359 bucks for it. I've flown it a handful of times. I could probably get that back out of it.
The right guy, you could totally get that back out of it.
Yeah. I just all that stuff's upstairs and it's not being used, and it's like I need to offload this stuff and sell it to people that will actually use it and enjoy it.
Yeah, make the space. I mean, that's what I always would do is like uh make some space and buy some new stuff.
Yep.
Sell
Yep.
sell a handful and get a couple more.
I got more important things I need to do with my money right now at the moment.
Buy plastic.
I need to follow Dylan's lead, what he did back several months ago.
What'd he do?
Did the same thing that Kelsey did the other day with the Tay Tay thing. that I'm so sick of hearing on the news.
Oh, what's that got to do with the price of rice in China? Um, what's
That's
that
funny.
got to do
Hey,
with hobby stuff?
hey, did you see speaking of hobby stuff?
Don't let your girl take your hobby. Don't.
Oh no, dude, she loves it that I'm doing this. She can't get me out of the house quick enough when I'm like, "Hey, I'm going crawling with Kirk and Ryan." She loves that. But on hobby stuff, did you see that Coyote show, that surfboard thing that they launched?
Yeah, hadn't that been around for a while? I saw Matt's
I don't know.
intro on that. I didn't watch the video.
Dude, that thing is sick. We need to get some of those out here.
I actually kind of like that.
It
Actually,
it
I
it'll
actually, you know, algorithms are funny. The stuff you get fed on your social, I see a lot of the same stuff just year in, year out. I will apparently always still get I get skateboarder and surfer and rock and roll and baseball and RC and some lizard people stuff. Some Joe Rogan, this and that, and whatever. But
Yep.
I love it though. I every time I get that's why the surf stuff keeps feeding my algo because I will watch somebody shoot the tube all day long.
Heck yeah.
I don't care, longboard, whatever, dude. The skimboard stuff, I kind of skip it, but I mean, some of those guys, they're really good too. But I really always liked. I was stuck in Indiana riding skateboards, but I always felt like a surfer, but I was just stuck sidewalks. What's up, Fly High Ireland, UK?
So that surfboard, it looks like it's pretty legit because
Big.
the dude like angles back and forth. He pivots on the board.
Nice.
And I was watching Matt's video of it, and he was out running around, and it would lay over completely over on a side, and it'll freaking stand right back up.
Got a motor, or is it just ride a wave?
Yeah, no, it's got a motor and prop underneath it.
Okay,
It's pretty cool.
that would be
Yeah,
fun.
for $239.
Coyote Show actually makes some really cool stuff, bro. You see that Relarlo Porsche
I heard about it. I haven't seen it.
with the Gulf paint job?
I've heard about it, but yeah, I haven't seen it.
That was pretty sick.
Dude, our Larlo's coming out swinging bats, man. They got some pretty good stuff, and the market value on it. I mean, what they're selling it for.
I still want to try one of their crawlers, but I made the right choice. Getting another 6.
Yeah, we know what we got. And to this day, I still haven't broke anything on number one chassis.
I haven't either.
And we beat them. We don't. You definitely beat on yours pretty hard, but I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to beat on mine pretty good, and I'm just waiting for something to break and hook it on my backpack and drag it
Man,
out of the woods.
my number one ran forever on stock Lexan, which we still run these printed bodies pretty hard, but we're a little easier on them than we would be Lexan.
Yep.
So I beat on number one for a long time stock before it ever had a printed body on it. And then it had the Ford on there, which is my beater,
Yep.
really.
Yep.
The approach, departure is really good. The wheels stick out. The body does not see much trouble. And so, man, I jumped it. Yeah, that number one is held up. I had those pins walking out a little bit on the universals in the front
Yep.
that
You and Kirk
pressed.
both had that problem.
I some guys have had that issue and lost pins, and then I have not had that issue at all. Finally, number one started to walk out a little. I Loctited him, press fit him back in. It's like it's like a knurled pin.
Isn't that kind of similar to what's on the FJ40s, the FMS FJ40s?
Yes.
Same thing.
A little bit, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching my number one, well, both of them now, knowing that you and Kirk both had that issue, and both of mine are still in the same place. They're probably rusted in by now.
Yeah, fine. You
I
just
hope
need
they
to
are.
hold the yoke together, or whatever it is going on there.
Yep.
Can't remember
Yeah,
now.
Kirk. Yep, you're right, Kirk. Man, he thrashes the living snot out of his. I think Kirk gets down on his harder now than what you do yours.
It could be, or it could be that mine just stay together better.
Yeah, I've been impressed with how my Scout body has stayed on mine, and I've been thrashing it pretty hard. I still haven't done anything with the back bumper after I broke it off the last time we were in the woods. Dude,
Dude,
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it off. I don't care.
hey, we talked about shortening these.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
I
Yep.
shortened that middle piece, and so the
This,
bumper
yep.
is even with the body now instead of hanging
That's
down.
that's what I need to do to my big one.
Seriously, it's so
Yep.
easy, bro.
Yep. That's what I'll
So
do.
if I ever break yellow Scout, I'm doing a
What you're doing.
shorty.
Yep. Dude, that's the way to go. In
Shorty.
fact, when we get done with the show tonight, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull my other laptop out, throw the file on the computer and work it over. And I'm gonna go print it tonight while I'm
All you
sleeping.
gotta do is measure the how far is it hanging down?
Yeah,
Line that
yeah.
from the top.
Yep. Yep. I
Boom.
might actually just get the knife out and cut mine off and just put the original, the one that, no, I threw it away. Never mind. I threw it in the trash. I got to reprint.
Oh. I've been milking, since there hadn't been any SCX6 projects lately. I mean, I did just finish Trimmer's truck, but remember, I had that printed off before the Scout. So I've
Yep.
been milking this last few rolls I got for a minute. I've got maybe less than half of a roll of that silver kind of silk PLA, and then the gray I use
Yep.
is getting low. I still have a ton of clear PETG, which is going to be headlights for life.
Yep. Same.
But I need to get some. Here's my thing I've been thinking about. So if you pay basically a licensing fee, you can be on a list to be a print maker for Night Customs. And it's like, I think it's like $25 a month. And I would do it in a heartbeat if I thought I don't know if anyone's, making anything on that.
Wait a minute. It's 20. What's $25 a month?
The licensing fee, where you're basically on a
Oh,
list of
gotcha.
people with printers that can print his files for folks, and then you ship them off and you charge whatever you want.
Gotcha.
So somebody local or close, wants Night Custom stuff, I could be that guy, part of a network, just to keep the machine working.
Running. Right. I think they're better off running rather than sitting idle.
What's
Dude,
up, Dwayne?
you see what's up, Dwayne? You see Chris's message there? His son pulled his big SCX6, his stretched one off the TV stand. Good thing the kid's okay. Jeez. That's a lot. My gosh, that's a lot of weight. Chris, was it in first gear or second gear? Whenever I put my sixes in the car to come meet you guys or drive them, I put them in first gear because they don't roll around then.
That's it. That's 100%.
That drag brake, man, just the
It's
gearing just works.
it's legit. Yeah. If you're in second gear in the car, it's all over the place.
Yep.
Neutral
Oh,
on axle stands.
dang.
Appreciate it, Dwayne. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Go ahead and say it. What Ty does. Giving a shout out to everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
Metal yellow first.
They talk so much speed run stuff. I want to do one sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm all my stuff stock. So I'm like,
The only time that I had an inclination that I was going to just try and do something stupid and run a speed run out here on the street in front of my house and try to knock over neighbor kids running up and down the street was with the Typhon. And I put the other pinion gear in that. Dude, that thing I was impressed with the other pinion gear of what it did for that. It lit it up.
Those things are fast already. It's crazy to get more out of them with a little change like that. Dude, I got the Creighton out in front of the house, you know, after I brought it home that day and fixed it real quick. Dude, you can't hardly keep it on the ground. I mean, it's wheelie city, even if you're already rolling and punch it. It's man, it's awesome.
It's
And my
wild.
Typhon is super fast. The Typhon's a perfect shape, dude. That body's like an airfoil teardrop. It's awesome.
And it flies great.
It does fly good. It's not really a flipper. Doesn't have the wheel size for it.
You remember I tried flipping that at the hobby shop.
I can do it, but it takes all it has. I've done it.
Oh my gosh.
With some full sins.
Hey, seeing how Dwayne's here. Dwayne, check this out, bro.
Yeah,
Look
sure.
at that.
If it's nice, try to get at you. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Don't get an attitude.
Dude, I can't wait to rip that thing. I can't wait to rip it up and down the street. You know what? And the best part is my neighbors are going to look outside and go, "What the hell is that?" And they're going to go, "Hey, honey, I just saw Snoop Dogg go flying down the street on a snowmobile."
So,
Seen weekend on a ski.
Snoop on a sled.
Yeah.
Wee.
Do the puff pass on it. But yeah. I can't believe it only took me a week to do that thing. It's crazy. Dwayne, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, Dwayne. That's going to be ridiculous. And if it's really cool, I'll make one.
I told you I'm gonna build another. I got all the parts. I got everything I need, and I've got extra.
You race them. I want to race everything.
I've got extra pulleys. I got enough pulleys to build like 6 of these. I got enough parts to do at least one more complete.
I think you've got the track files now too. You could make those things whatever dimension you wanted them.
Yeah, you can scale them up or down.
For the back of a truck.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. We can make tracks for all 4 tires. Or make the track fit over the actual tires. Like a skid steer or like a bobcat. There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Put them on the SCX6s. And the best part is this track, the pieces, the individual pieces are put together with 16 gauge finish nails. How crazy is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I got 1,000 of those nails.
I want to see it. I want to see it run. I like those skis on that front end looks really cool for like the front of an airplane.
Like the whole entire front end, the A arms and everything.
The suspension, none of the bulky bits, but the wishbone and the steering. You wouldn't even necessarily need the steering if you could just mount them up on the front of a plane. But the suspension is cool, and the
Yeah,
skis cool.
yeah.
Make them a
I've
little
got.
bigger for a plane.
Yeah, I'll share the files out to you, man. It would be kind of cool. And the thing is, these skis are actually the upgraded skis. The original ones were only 10 millimeters wide, or I'm sorry, no, what were the width of them? But they made them like a lot wider just for stability. I forget what they are. That's not right. I'm not. I got my head in the clouds. I'm not thinking right. But that suspension would be cool on an airplane.
Yeah.
It's like Draco 2.0. Scrappy. It could be a scrappy 2.0.
Do you have a Draco?
I do.
You know what I want to make?
The 2-meter one.
Bro, the steering arm that fits on the square post on the back of the fuse for the rudder, for the tail
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah.
You can't get that part without buying the fuselage.
Okay.
So like the tail wheel assembly, if you buy the tail wheel assembly, you get the double-sided arm that the springs attached to on the assembly, but the double arm that mounts to the square post on the bottom of the aft end of the fuselage is not available without buying the fuselage, which is crazy.
So you need dimensions and build one in Tinkercad.
Hello, yeah. You could sell them for $10 all day. People
Yeah.
need them.
That Draco has flown 2 times. Twice. 2 flights. 2 flights. 2 battery packs. That's it.
That's crazy.
And sitting upstairs, I've collecting dust in the room.
Or that video we made of the Draco. Did you see it?
Yeah, I think I did.
Bro,
The 2-meter one, the big one.
it was epic. Drone shots. That was a hell of a video, dude. And I flew the drone. Here's the plane over the rudder, just in front of the horizontal and under the other wing. Not on purpose, but like
It just worked out.
I got the shot and slow mode it and everything. It's like that was almost a very expensive shot. That would have been a $2,400 shot if I missed by an inch. So it's like watch the video, right? Dang. But yeah, the suspension on that plane, it was one of the coolest things about it. But if you also had to treat it delicately. The more moving parts something has, the more finicky it is. And for utility purposes, I a little bit like the Carbon Z Cub better for just general use and airplane bashing.
It almost felt like to me,
Draco
Ryan.
looks amazing.
Yeah, as far as the geometry of everything that he did on that main gear is legit. But it's almost like those shocks that were on it need to be less shocky. You know what I'm saying? Less pounds of pressure in them. They should be more squishy, more soft
It could be.
to absorb that if you hit hard, to absorb that rather than not being soft and it bouncing back up.
My problem was with the metal bits inside bending and things like that.
Yeah. Dwayne, it's 3S, and yeah, it was 3D printed. You can find it on My Mini RC Factory. It's called a the hell is this thing called? Ski Ride 2. The files are $30 from Bill.
You ride to Electric Boogaloo featuring Snoop.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, and you know who you need riding on the back of that?
Well, I got an extra Barbie.
You need Martha Stewart.
Oh, yes.
Martha Stewart, dude.
With a couple pots and pans in her arms.
With a tray full of brownies.
In a jail cell suit.
Yeah, Snoop and Martha are like this, dude. I mean,
yeah.
I think that's a riot.
It is. Yep. It's awesome. Yep. And Dwayne, I put a 1800 quick run Fusion hobby wing motor in it, and it calls for a 2200. So I'm just kind of curious. Once I get my drive belts and get that installed, I want to see how much power it's got, at least out in the grass, just to punch it and see if I can get the front end off the ground. If I can't, then I'll be ordering a 2300 quick run Fusion. Dude, it is. If you watch some of the videos, there's a ton of videos on YouTube of this thing. These guys are running in super soft powder to the point that when they stop, they sink. And they just punch them and stand them right straight up and just run a wheelie right on their tail.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, I haven't ran it because I gotta get the dry belt for it. They're supposed to be here, I think, the middle of September. I hope so. I should order 2 more dry belts because it takes like 3 or 4 weeks. They're probably coming from China.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I sometimes I just want to buy stuff to buy stuff. I
Don't have to tell me twice.
I finally got my lights and winch line. Not very exciting, but
Anytime the Amazon truck shows up, it's exciting. And it's got your name on it.
yeah, I need to get some stuff from there too. I need more window plastic and some little tiny heat sink stuff. But yeah, dude.
Getting accessories, just stocking up on things that, like, I just robbed 2 Y harnesses from, well, the 1800 motor came out of my my Land Rover chassis, like yours, the kit build that we did. Help me out.
Base camp?
Yes. Yep. I took that motor out of the base camp chassis to put in this because I never drive the base camp chassis because remember my front diff, I need to get some shims. And so
Which
I
is
decided,
weird to me.
yeah, well, who knows? You know me. I don't read manuals. Maybe I left a shim out or something when I built the damn thing.
I've built 2 or 3 of them. I don't remember needing any in there. I just did what the book said.
Yeah, I mean, I went by the book as well, but anyway, so the 1800 came out of that. Where was I going with this? Well, and I started robbing Y harnesses from other vehicles in there that I don't drive, so because I need to order more of them from Amazon. Dude, I'm excited when Amazon shows up. I'm like, hell yes. I don't care if it's kitty litter or if it's Y harnesses or if it's a freaking motor for a truck. I don't care.
Yeah, dude. I shift gears on the stuff I gotta get. And I'm thinking about when I get that Unimog done, I know I'm gonna wish it's brushless, which means I'm changing out the Traxxas power system and I need to get a 5-channel Spectrum receiver so I can program all the locking and unlocking diffs and that kind of garbage. The only thing that scares me about programming locking, unlocking diffs in 2 speeds is You almost need to measure the throw of those servos in stock configuration. So, and then unhook them when you hook up to your new radio, because if you overdrive the servo, that's when you burn stuff up and break things.
Yep.
Like if you at least have a baseline where you took a measurement of what the throw is on those shift servos, then you can match it when you reprogram it. I rebound up and changed the radio on my Phoenix the other day, and I was smart enough to go through the old radio and write down everything, because that thing has dig and 2 overdrives. So there was like 2 or 3 servos besides steering that if you don't get it right, you're going to overdrive a servo.
Yep.
And so it's like, I want to know what these numbers are. But on the tracks that's ready to run, there's no numbers to see. So you got to like physically, I'll have to, I know when I get that Unimog done, I'm going to wish it had brushless in it.
Just put it in there. Don't even question it, because you'll want to do it.
I know I want it. And I know I want the 2-speed. I don't really care about the locking and unlocking diffs, but if it's there, cool. But the 2-speed, dude, I have one thing I learned also from being at the shop when I was there is that as much as I like crawling, what I had known already, there were so many people having a ball with the TRX 4s, and they were bashing them. And it was because they had that second gear that they were getting more out of their RC.
Yep.
Because you can crawl it, but you can also kind of open it up and have some, fun with it.
Yep. Absolutely. And
My SSI, what up, man? Jackson, what up?
That's what we do with the 6s. We open them up in second gear and have fun with them. Thrash them, bash them, jump them.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Nice. And now our stuff that doesn't have second gear, it's like, if I get to choose, I'm throwing the high KV in there and I'm running 3S.
Right.
Dwayne, I really do like some of their rally cars. I follow them on Facebook, and if you follow them on Facebook, you see a lot of people coming on there having, issues and asking questions. And it a little bit scares you from some of their bashers if you're not careful. But it's only because, man, I mean, a lot of people are checking that stuff out. And it's new, and I'm not sure how their websites and support are, so people are going to Facebook for that. But something like a rally car needs less support than a basher does, and their crawlers. It's nature of the beast. You don't see a lot of people having any issues with those. I want to try that, any of their crawlers. I still really do want to try one of their crawlers, but I like their rally stuff, and my gosh, that Porsche looks amazing. That's all I'm saying.
I need to go look at that right now.
Dude, check it out. It's like 1/7 scale or something huge. We'll show you the snowmobile again here in a minute. It's pretty awesome. What up, Prop Lord FPV?
Dude, brother, I am looking this Porsche up, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
Check it out. Dude, it's huge too. It's like 6 scale. Look how big it is, bro.
She's not tiny. Snoop ain't wanting to stay on a stoop either.
1 week from starting to print last Wednesday night to tonight being pretty much done except for the dry belt. Yep.
That's awesome.
What's up, Jeff?
What up, Jeff? Yeah, man.
Snoop
That's
Dogg.
it. That's
Dude,
it.
I should take my motor out of the Creighton 8S and put it in this thing, beef it up, take it out, and see if I can run across the river with it.
I probably could.
Dude, this thing will be fun on the ice, man, on the river, because it's not real heavy, you know. I bet that would be a blast until it flips over and then I can't walk out and get it. Never mind that idea. That's a bad idea. Don't anybody ever do that.
No, if you do it, just film it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Just film it.
It kind of reminds me of the night my neighbor 2 doors over decided to come over when I had my blackjack. I bought one of them blackjack boats from the hobby shop. Brought it out here, and you know, it's not self-righting. There's no boat in the water. It's still cold out. It's like early March, late February, early March. And I'm out here and it's windy as all get out. And I decide to run this damn thing. He comes over, runs it, not really being very good at RC, flips it over. So I'm like, well, this is great. So I run upstairs, grab one of my old timbers that was sitting on floats, throw a chuck of battery in it quick, grab my radio, go out there, and remember, it's windy. And I start taxiing out with the timber because I was going to try to get it in front of the floats and see if I could bring the blackjack back to me. I get halfway to the boat, and the timber flips over. The wind flips it over. So now I got two toys on their back floating. And luckily that day the wind was blowing just the right direction that blew them both of them right over to the back end of the paddle wheeler boat that sits in the water all year round. Three doors over. So I scaled the seawall and jumped a couple fences to get over there and jumped on the back of the paddle wheeler and grabbed both of them and damn near fell in the water doing it. That's why I'm not running the snowmobile on the ice. Forget that idea.
Right. Yeah, I'm anxious to see that run.
It's gonna be blast. Gonna be a blast. Dude, the XTS F10, that rally car looks fun. On Arlo.
What is it?
I just jumped on their website and it's let me turn
Aren't
my
you able to share screen too, or not?
I don't let's see. Probably can.
Are you
All
on?
right.
Are you on StreamYard?
Right there, bro.
Yeah. That's cool.
It looks fun.
I've still got my Traxxas rally car, but dude, they've got some pretty neat on-road looking stuff. And bro, that Porsche, where's that Porsche? Did you see it yet?
Dude, I'm looking for it. Would it be shot by scale, maybe? Is it 1/10?
No, it's bigger.
1/7?
I think so.
Let's see.
But it could be like vaporware where it's not it's
I don't see it.
new enough it's not around.
I don't see it on the 1/7 scale.
1/7. Bro. Those TKO7s look okay to me, dude. Those Patrol, those Nissans.
What is it? Which one?
The TKO7 crawler.
Oh, yeah.
The one I was thinking about.
So you've been talking about them for a while.
Yeah, I still want to try the tires. But my trimmer's truck did okay. So where'd you get that file? KW79 wants to know.
My Mini RC Factory. It's what I say, Ski Ride 2 is the name of it. It's by is it Built Better? Built Better RC?
I think it's Snoop Enterprises.
Yes. I got it from marthastewart.com. How's that for an answer?
Yeah, Better Homes and Yard.
Do I do a search for Porsche on Arlarlo's website and I get nothing? Absolutely nothing.
The Primal and Traction Hobby collab or the KK Pit Porsche is
Porsche.
what you're looking for.
KK Pit Porsche.
They've got the Golf, Roadster, but there's also, is it 1.6? It's 1.6. My bad.
It's one what, 6?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
On Arlarlo's website?
Nah, man, go to Primal RC.
Oh, okay.
It's dope. It's dope.
Oh, there we go. Round. Yeah, that's pretty slick.
Bro, and if you look under the hood, there's a lot of nice tunability bits. Anodized aluminum.
Dude, that thing looks like it drifts awesome on that blacktop.
And it's rally. So it's an off-road, relatively it's a rally car Porsche. How sick is that?
Take that thing to the BMX park.
It's only 875.
Only.
But I drove the HPI Subaru rally car and it was fantastic. It had sway bars in it. It was like 3S, but stupid fast.
So okay, Primal's the ones that had that Dodge Challenger. Okay.
Yeah.
That thing looks like
Which is also huge and awesome.
It looks like a handful from the stuff I've seen.
To drive?
Yeah. 850 to 875 for the Porsche, like you said.
It looks killer though. The body looks fantastic.
At least it's got a good ESC in it.
I like that Golf paint scheme. I did my late model up here inspired by that Golf paint.
Yeah, I remember when you did that. Dude, we need a couple of these out there on the. This is why I need to sell some airplanes, ladies and gentlemen.
I like racing.
Then I could have one of these.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, the rally cars or anything, a couple Centons, a couple Typhons, a couple whatever. Like, I kind of like the cars. I do like bodies on stuff. So something like a Centon or a rally car that's got a body. I don't know. I like watching them a little better than buggies. Now, off-road, like legit racing, yeah, buggy and truggy's fine. But like just clowning or oval,
Yep.
I want a body on it, man. I want a body. So something like the rally cars is nice. But what's nice about, desert trucks, short course truck style, is that you get that car feel, but you have the better suspension for a little more off-road ability and
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that you know what that would be fun, man, doing a rally race.
See, man, I think we need to get Centons and then make our own bodies, but then they get too heavy. I think 3D printed on a basher might be kind of heavy, but if all you do is rally it, basically,
It'd be okay.
it'll take it, fix it like anything else. These things we've proved are tougher than we think they're going to be.
But what would really work is, okay, you buy a Centon, you 3D print some type of a body for it, and you put heavier shock oil in it, or change the springs or something, change the suspension to make up for that heavier body. I think it would actually probably fly and land and probably maneuver and handle better with a heavier body on it.
Yeah, it's the top heaviness of that, and whatever kind of body roll and stuff you get. But if you're able to stiffen it up or limit it here and there, That's what's cool. You can tune
Right.
this.
Yep. KW79. Yep. Build it better. Yep. But it's I got the files off of my mini RC factory or whatever it is. Yep.
So the KK pit is a different Porsche, or it's the same one?
Yeah, I'd be curious. Chris said Axle Cage wrecked his Primal Challenger. Yeah, I thought he did. But he had that. Didn't he have that thing all hopped up with different electronics and stuff? I think he was trying to do speed runs with it, and they killed it. That's probably the video I was thinking of when I said it's wild, that Challenger, because once it got to a certain speed, like 65 or 70 mile an hour, it started getting really like light, and it was hard to handle, if I remember right.
I got it. Little arrow will help hold it on the ground.
Exactly. So Chris, yeah, I saw your comment earlier that down where you're at, you don't get a whole lot of snow, but it would be fun to print one of these snowmobiles out and put it in the back of your big truck. That would be cool. But you could run it around in the grass.
Yeah, need that white silicone grease on the skis.
Put some bogey wheels on the skis.
Huh.
Just get the skis just up off the ground. Brought it to the haul and crawl. Crazy seeing it up close. Oh, seeing it up close. Well, I forgot he comes down there to that haul and crawl.
Run it in the sand.
Dude, that would be fun. Bro, it's crazy because in the files, I didn't show you. You'll see it. You'll see it firsthand. But on the back, you actually print out the whole thing, and it's got a thumb screw that you can loosen and tighten the belt, the main track, the track on it.
Yeah.
It's just so cool, man. You see this, you're gonna want one, brother. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I think I saw it in the pictures. Like, I was like, dude, there's a tensioner there.
Yep. Yes, there is.
I like it.
In the sand, in the water, in the mud, doesn't matter, dude. Let's go.
I told you I had to fix the hot end and the extruder on that, didn't I, the other day?
Yeah, you said you tore it all apart.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Did you say it was the extruder, the rollers that actually draw the filament in? Were they full of filament or what? Because I know that's happened before. At least with mine.
It got to where I did all the stuff I could do to try to. I replaced a hot end for no good reason, and thought that was it. Tried all kinds of stuff, heating it up, pushing stuff through, and I got stuff out. And I thought, well, cool, maybe that's it. Heated it up and then jammed some stuff through the hot end and put it all back together. And then I'm like, still not working. Shoot. And the trick they said for the extruder, I wasn't able to even pull the filament out the top of the extruder. I'm like, okay, so it's totally stuck in there.
Yep.
So it was stuck in between those gears that are supposed
The
to
gears in the hot end. Yep.
It's its own gearbox deal. I had to
Yep.
take it apart and dig out a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
And
if you ever need one of those, they're probably the same. I've got 3 of those brand new. Those gearboxes, the whole thing.
I wonder if it is the same. I'll know if I see a picture of it.
Probably is. Does yours have a little lever on the top that locks it and unlocks it?
No.
Oh, that's different.
I'm not surprised. I would assume it's different.
Yeah. Mine's got a little lock, unlock lever on it.
Well, there's a cutter on mine that's like that, but I had to undo a lot of stuff in a way to get it. Whatever stuck just falls out. Yeah, but this wasn't my hot end. I thought it was, and that's where I went first. It didn't matter what I did. It was bound up. I had to, and then it just sits there and melts stuff
It gets worse.
worse.
It builds on itself and gums up and gets worse.
And then so when I had it apart and finally dug out all the stuff, I also spent my time to clean out the teeth.
Yeah, while you're there, you might as well, because that's what I've heard of
That grab
people
it.
having issues. Yep.
Like I legit should have another extruder just hanging around, but it sounds like a lot. Dude, I watched a couple videos and
That's not hard.
boom, fixed.
But it's not a bad thing to tear one apart, so that way you fully understand how it works and how
Dude,
it comes,
now I know. And I spent more time than I needed to on it because I went for the hot end first. But now I know how to change a hot end, how to clean a hot end out. And like I said, install a new
clean the
one.
gearbox. Yep. All of it.
And take the extruder apart, out and apart, and back in. So it makes sense to have an extra extruder around, I think, just so you can replace it and then clean it when you feel like it. Because my stuff was so packed. When I'm watching the video, it's like 3 or 4 screws, take the half off. It's just like an RC. Take the half off. There's the gears. And then you get the thing out. Dude, my shit was so like packed and melted together. I got all the screws out. I couldn't split the case apart. I thought I was going to break the case trying to get it apart.
And you're like cussing and swearing the dude with the YouTube video.
Well, I'm thinking I'm a guy who doesn't lose, and I'll get this son of a bitch apart, but I may break it doing it. And if I do, I don't have a replacement. And then I'm thinking, man, can you print that gear? But it's how am I going to print it? The thing's broke.
Yeah. That's why you have a backup printer, Ryan.
That would be nice. That would be nice. But my point in this is that, dude, I have been through some rolls of filament. So have you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the first time I had to do anything.
Yep.
And it wasn't even the hot end. I thought it was, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was up on top. Yep.
It was the extruder, and it was probably my fault. When the filament runs out, the last little tiny bit, can be a problem. Especially if they put tape on it or something. You ever seen tape on the end of these?
Nope.
I have.
I have not.
You don't want to run that through.
But see, that's where like the K1 Max, it comes in the back of the machine and goes through the whatever you call it, where hi dog, get out of here. Where it goes through to pick up that's got filament in it, and it wraps around and comes up and onto the extruder head. So mine, if it runs out, it'll go to that point in the back, and it's got another 14 inches to go before the machine shuts down. So it works out pretty good. I always let mine just run out. I don't care. I'm like, go for it.
Yeah, Chris, I think if I used the bamboo filament, I wouldn't have had that problem. But I've used some of that Elegoo and Creality? I don't even know anymore. I can't remember. What have I used?
Dude, I'm a you know what when it comes to filament, man. I'll put anything through it. I don't care. I don't care what it is.
I'll still use it. I'll still
Dude,
use it.
but to Ty's point, I actually gummed up my K1 Max with TPU a couple times, And I was going to take mine all apart. And then I started watching a couple of YouTube videos, and this dude's like, you don't need to take your stuff apart. They come with a long metal rod with a little eyelet at the end. Take that, heat it up in the end with the torch, and stick that down through the top of the extruder, and you can unclog a nozzle like that. Heat it up, push it down through there, and it'll unclog the nozzle in a New York second.
I think it depends on the setup. Like I couldn't have done that, wouldn't have worked for me.
Really?
No, it does on the hot end, but not through the extruder.
Well, yeah, through the extruder. Once you get the top end gummed up, you got to take it all apart for sure.
But
But
the
if
hot
you're
end, yeah,
the hot end piece of cake. But that TPU, dude, that TPU, I cannot run it in my K1 Max, and I don't understand why.
dude,
It'll clog it up.
TPU seems to be a problem no matter what.
Anything you want ran on TPU, let me know, because my little Ender 3, dude, it'll run it all day, all night, every day. Because that's what I was making all those tire inserts.
How does it feed?
Huh?
How does it feed it?
Just I don't have to do anything different. I put it right on the spool holder at the top, run it down through the little, I got filament checker dealio, and right into the top of the extruder head, and off and running.
I have to, when I had to work on mine, I got to get rid of the AMS, which I got that AMS 4-spool dryer thingamajig on there.
Yeah, and you don't even use that, do you?
Not the way it could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
You use it to dry your filament out, right?
so they're all in there. Number 4 is always transparent PTG, 2 and 3 or whatever. I got a free roll of about a half roll of support material with the machine that I didn't use for anything because I just print just whatever it is. I don't
Right.
And so but dude, the last few trucks, the seats are all made out of support PLA. So
Why
what?
not? Why not?
Who cares? So now it's gone.
Right.
But that stuff was clear. But I really do like the bamboo filament. You just have to plan ahead because if you run out, it takes too long to get more. But the Amazon crap will be here in a day or two.
Dude, I get that shit, the Amazon shit. I order at 7 o'clock in the morning and know I'm gonna have a no shit moment, and I'm gonna run out before the end of the day. It's like 5 hours and it's on my doorstep. I love it.
It's been fine to me. I mean, think about all the plastic we've printed. And like that's the only problem I've had. Which wasn't a problem. It's just par for the course.
Dude, they're pretty reliable little machines.
I'm over the moon about it. I still trying to figure out, I'm not a printer guru, but I get along. But I kind of want to do a bamboo video, but I don't know what to do other than just show the cool stuff I've made.
That's okay. We got a lot of cool shit that we've made.
Seriously, though.
But see, like that's why I like having the little Ender 3, because it usually has, and I don't dry out any of my filament like a jack wagon. All of my shit gets ran, whether it's sopping wet with moisture or if it's not dry or if it's dry or whatever. I don't care. And that's what I do for a living is extrusion, unfortunately, plastic and rubber. But maybe that's why, because the carpenter doesn't want to come home and work on his shit at home at night. So when I'm around extrusion all day, I don't want to come home and have to fight with it. I don't care. If it's dry, fine. If it's not, don't care. And I run it. I haven't had any problems.
Yeah, when you get a roll, there's always a desiccant in the package. I just throw it in the AMS with it. My AMS is full of desiccant packs that came with this stuff.
Yep. I throw them in Ziploc bags, and I'll put my filament in, the Ziploc bag with a couple of those. But other than that, I don't have a dryer for my filament or anything. But my point was
Yeah.
having the ender, the small machine, it's usually running like, the small stuff. Just rear view mirrors or, anything like, especially with the silk silver, door handles, wiper blades, small stuff. But it's nice to be able to run two different colors at the same time if you're working on one project. And that's what I did with the snowmobile. That's probably why I knocked these things out so quick. Is I'm running both machines 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When I start a project, they don't cool down. They just keep rolling.
Oh yeah.
I'll get up middle of the night and babysit them if I have to. My end goal is to get it done.
Yes, I know this is true. I haven't done it yet because I'm cheap, and it's working for me the way I have it. But I should print those. I want to do. I mean, there may be for me if I really play with the AMS, it's going to be for some kind of lettering or something like that. I've got some ideas for dressing up this truck with some graphics that the stencil's not going to work. I'll have to make decals on it. But if I was smart enough and I knew ahead of time, I can't really print it into the stuff either because I do so much paint and finish. It wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Unless I was leaving one naked, which I have yet to do. I just the closest thing to naked is the Land Rover. It got paint, but it didn't get any finish. And actually, my Willie's wagon didn't need anything but paint. It just worked out like the Rover did, and the Unimog same way. The way the pieces printed, there's none of it that's really a mess. But dude, paint looks so good when you paint them up.
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks good, dude.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Like the snowmobile, I would not want to paint this thing because all the different contours and stuff on the body, no part of it. No part of it. No thanks.
The only way I'd paint it is if I painted it in pieces with rattle can before I put it together. But I just wouldn't.
Right. No, it is what it is.
Different color filament is nice. And I've been printing on gray, black, and white for so long, I miss color. Like I did have some colors for a while. And early on, it was kind of neat. It was kind of cool. Like if you remember that Travelall, the big one, bro, it's like 5 or 6 different colors of plastic to make that thing.
That thing was nuts. Like in that one video when you and I went out to Bago, I was like, this thing was meant for the trash can. Ryan pulled it out, dusted it off, and made it look good.
I still really like it.
Yeah. There's some folks in here, your people that have followed you for a long time are waiting for you to come back Saturday night, I think.
What's the difference?
Well, you know what? We talked about doing that at some point,
Once your boat's out of the water.
Not far away.
7 o'clock is garbage trash, honestly. It's come on. We're giving too much value to be what it is. But
we could go at 5 a.m. when I'm wide awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
No one else is. Dropping whole rig and writ. Who, me? I've heard of that. And apparently it works out pretty cool sometimes. Have you done that with, I know guys have done that with some regular cage work RCs. Have you done that with 3D printed stuff? That's the question.
That is the question.
That's the question. But we both got Typhons. We need to race them. Now that this park is, dude, I showed up there the other day and I didn't even have the thing out. for 2 minutes and a kid was asking me if he could run it. No. Sorry, man. I just got here. Like, I have no time. I've got a handful of my own kids that I say no to, so I don't know you at all. I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna be the one who breaks this $750 rig, not you.
Yeah, you're right. That's where you go. Hey, where's your dad at? Hey,
Yeah, tell them to click the link in the
700.
description and get you one.
Give me a blank check or give me 700 cash right now, and I'll let your kid drive this thing off the cliff.
It's if I did it every day, sure. But it's like, bro, by the time we make time to go actually do any of this,
Right.
it's my turn, Jack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yep.
my turn, homie. My bad.
Dude, remember the day I took my best friend out with you guys, and he had one of his buddies with him, and I didn't know if this dude could drive RC, and he's driving my chassis #1 around, rolling it all over the place.
Bro.
I'm like, come on, man. So I kind of made a commitment. If it's not you or Kirk or Sean, he ain't driving my stuff. I'm not doing it.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, we're good with passing remotes around between each other, but I don't do it outside of that group.
Well, we're generally okay to drive our own anyway. Like, we are okay to share them, but unless it's like really weird and it's gonna drive different, like I'm cool with the one I brought.
Yep. Exactly.
Because man, what happens if you let somebody else drive it is then they rear end you full speed.
Nah, that never happens.
And
Come on.
they rear end their own car in yours.
What are you referencing, Ryan?
I don't know. Some random.
Does it have something to do with a yellow Carmen Gia?
Yeah, maybe an F-150 or something. I've been wanting to drive that again.
Jeez. What? F-150? Mount it up. What you should do is,
because I also want to drive my Scout again and my Trimmer's truck again and my Chevy again.
yeah, and you can only drive one at a time, brother. That's what sucks. That's what sucks. You should put the Carmen Gia body on something and just beat the living daylights out of that thing.
I was thinking about it.
You still got that thing laying up there?
Yeah, I feel like I need to do something with the paint.
Dude, just start sanding on it. You'll get any color you want, brother, because there's about 15 different colors underneath that yellow.
That might be the way to go.
I had it all patinaed out at one point, and I was like, no.
Something like that is where you run 4S on the 6s.
Oh, yeah, and beat it to death. Absolutely.
Can't borrow my baseball mitt either. Seriously.
That's funny.
I watched
That's great.
I see a lot of baseball stuff on my feeds. And so today I got watching a couple videos on umps that just were like too sensitive and like ejecting guys for nothing, hurting their feelings. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, dude didn't even say anything and you kicked him out because you thought he would. Like, bro, like the it's obviously a strike to the whole stadium, but you call a ball. And it was like 9th inning, into the game, something serious. Or I love it when a guy's got a no-hitter and then there's a bad call and you completely blow it for the guy. And this time of
Yep.
year, there's a lot of little league clips floating around too, which is always awesome
Oh yeah.
because that just went down. So
Yep.
little league, those kids are good, man. Those kids are good.
They're out for blood. It's not like college anymore. Now these college kids are getting paid millions of dollars to play, you know?
Dude, and these
It's
little
taking the
guys,
fun out of it.
if they've made it to Little League World Series, they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like it.
Absolutely.
And it's awesome to see.
Yeah. Yep. Making some kids' days for sure.
But yeah, it should be
Yeah.
fun. It should be fun. But it's okay to be serious about having fun. You know?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
okay to win.
Yep. But you know, like back to talking about kids and what you just said, you know, as far as going someplace and having a little kid go, man, can I drive that? That's where you got a little Grom with you, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, here, you can drive this, man.
Yeah, give them the lamest
know?
thing you have and turn it down to 50.
Yeah. Turn it down, let them drive it around. It's all good stuff.
What's up, Rogers?
Sup, mofos?
We're gonna dip here in a minute. 9 o'clock.
Everybody's just getting started. We're done.
I know. Well, and if we hung out, people would keep coming. I suppose there's nowhere to go. But yeah, dude, that's what I'm up to. That's the next one. I'm ready to fly something. I talked myself into a fever pitch about it last week, and I haven't said much this week, but I'm ready.
It's a long weekend. Let's plan on getting together. I think it was kind of breezy too, Saturday and Sunday both. You know what? I get to the with these stupid lightweight foam airplanes. I just don't like flying in the wind with them.
That's the fun part.
Yeah,
That's the fun part. Or go early. Y'all get me moving at like 9 or before on a weekend.
yep.
Just nuts. And I'll do it to drive a truck. It doesn't even matter what the wind's doing. So we certainly could do it for the air because it's the midday that gets a little more windy.
Yep.
Usually mornings and evenings are fine.
Yep. Yep.
But
Yeah.
man, I just need to knock out a few, dude. I had my cameras ready. Everything's pretty much, I mean, I'll need to recharge batteries, but everything's pretty much ready. I think I'm getting an IX-14.
Really?
Yeah. Which is cool. I just want to know how to work them. I personally prefer the NX and DX interface and programmability.
Mm-hmm.
But being the guru,
well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna mess with it and talk about it all day long, here and there, you got to know it.
Come on,
you got to know it.
It makes sense. So that's cool.
Absolutely, that's cool.
Really, the only thing is the interface looks a little different. What's really different is the way updates and things like that are performed. It's a little different, and that's the kind of stuff I want to be.
That you need to know, yeah.
A little
stuff
more
you need to be brushed up on.
Familiar with. Yeah.
Is that the radio Bobby flies off of? Is he got an IX-14 or is that a 20?
It's a 14.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know when he handed it to me and we were standing in the water out here in the river. He's like, "Don't drop that." I'm like, "What if I do? What are you gonna do?"
That's all right. The shop will buy him another one.
It's funny, but it was funny when he said that. I was like, "Yeah, that radio felt really nice."
Yeah, don't drop it. Yeah. I'm interested to poke around on one and see.
Yeah.
And I do so much messing around on the 10 that's just for education. I'm afraid I'm gonna wear something out.
Yeah.
So if I have to send it in to get fixed or whatever, then I'll have something.
Yep. Absolutely. You still got that, what is that, a 6-channel or 7-channel, that white one?
I got the NX7E and the NX10, and soon it may be an IX14
Sweet.
and a DX6i and a Futaba and a Sanyo somewhere.
What the hell?
I did it for a magazine review forever ago. Sanwa, what? I don't even know, bro. No one would buy it. I used to take that thing to Pot of Gold. I quit bringing it because nobody wants it. It's still in the box and everything, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I think I used that radio to fly some balsa ARF I did for a magazine review a long time ago. It was either the Northrop Gamma or some Flybaby thing that I did for magazine a long time ago.
Was that FM?
No, I think it was 2.4. It's
Oh.
probably 2.1 or something.
2.3 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, yeah, I started on AM, then went to FM.
Rogers signed up today to be an Eclipson beta tester. Might be interesting. Is that like Q Plus community? What is that?
Eclipse and beta tester.
Was your dad mad when you told him? Just like rollerblades.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
Skateboarder guys know the joke.
Tony Hawker.
Dude, Hootie and the Blowfish and rollerblades.
See in the Blowfish.
You don't belong here, my friend.
Dude, I pulled out. I bought last year at this time 3 of those. They're retro looking jam box on Amazon.
Rogers, that's awesome, dude. I'll have to.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. You know what? Now that's why that's familiar. I think you and I were looking at some of their planes, maybe.
Yeah, which one was
Bro?
it that we were?
We looked at Print Labs and maybe this Eclipson stuff a little bit, and some dude, Troy McMillan, I think.
Yep. That's awesome. Yeah,
Cool, dude.
That's what Ryan and I are planning on trying to do this winter.
Yeah, I gotta move some stuff, dude. Pot of Gold, maybe I'll buy some filament after that. I usually every pot of gold I'll pay a mortgage and buy a treat.
A roll of filament or 10.
I need more than one, but yeah. I'm telling you, I still want to make a big Dodge. 65. I think I'm gonna go. It's gonna be an homage to the one I flew out the door of.
Nice.
But I think I'm gonna do the short bed step side.
Yeah. I see this Rodney just actually launched another truck body just last week.
He's very active. I follow him on Facebook and on Colts. And if you follow him on Facebook, bro, that's quite a little community he's got going there, man. A lot of those guys are just static model dudes. And resin printers.
You and I should reach out to him and see if we could get.
Was it a 66, Dad? Okay.
We should reach out to Biz Rodney and see if we could get him on here on one of these shows some night and pick his brain, find out how he's doing what he's doing.
Dude, I'm not
whether
sure.
he would tell us or not, I don't know, but I can sure as hell guess he doesn't have a Creality $400 scanner to do what he's doing.
I'm not sure I'd give it up if I was him. Dude, his stuff looks so good. My gosh.
It does.
If it's $20 a whack, look how many downloads are on his Colts profile.
Yeah.
Bro, that cat has brought in the loot.
Bro, it's like this Build It Better did the snowmobile. I mean, that dude did a YouTube video on how long it took him to figure out how to get this thing dialed. And I'm like, I can see why after I put one together. It'd take me 3 years to write the effing manual.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Tinkercad? Nope.
No.
You're not doing that in Tinker.
No. But I can see why it took him forever. Just why everything goes together so nice. It's like, man, really well thought out. It's nice.
It's not, well, dude, the fact that I got a manual for that Unimog is like neato.
It's nice. And then when they put the links to all the parts in the manual, so all you gotta do is it's a hot link. You click on it, takes you right over to the web. It's so freaking nice.
Well, if he's smart, it's affiliate as well.
Right?
Not only is he giving you what you need, but he's commissioning off of it as well.
Yeah. I mean, for $30 for these files, dude, I would have charged 75 or 100 for these files. Just because, I mean, just for what it is.
Yeah, but then you've done all that work and so many less people get to enjoy it. Maker SolidWorks, Maker version.
Rogers, I'm knee deep in RV industry out here in Elkhart, Indiana, and all the engineers at all these RV plants all use SolidWorks. They are all SolidWorks.
No kidding.
Yeah, I bring up using, the Fusion, and they just go like this. They're like, don't even talk to me about that. They're so sold on SolidWorks.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's going to do it.
That's a wrap.
Yep. Check us out. Links in the Discro to Kelly's channel. Hop in on the RC3D Fab Factory Facebook group. Of course, RC Pilots Lounge. Short form content links and some affiliate stuff in the description as well. Yeah, I have not learned how to use Fusion. I work out, tinker, but I'm all right. Whatever, as long as I'm busy, I'll learn it when I need to.
Yep. See, Rogers, he's saying the same thing that everybody else does. I need to play with SolidWorks and see what that's like. Yep.
Whatever works is cool. I can't. I'll fab it from scratch before I'll spend the time to learn software sometimes.
Well,
and I spend all day on a computer, so I'm like, I'm cool. I'll make it.
Right.
I'll hand make it.
But it's just the nice thing is once you do learn the shortcuts of a CAD program, and it's almost like like I said before, you have to design it backwards. A lot of stuff that I will do in Fusion, it's like I have to almost like reverse engineer it in order to draw it, so that way then I can print it out. It's nuts, but I'm not a CAD guy, but I'm learning.
Yeah, I've never done any of it. You know what I mean? Till now, and I make what I need. It gets it done.
Yep.
It's not ideal. And that's the thing too. I'm figuring out, I don't know how I want to do the battery on this one. If it's going to be another truck bed battery deal, or just resolve to a couple bolts and stick one in.
Velcro it to the ceiling inside the cab, bro.
That's perfect for center of gravity.
We don't care about center of gravity.
I do. I'm dying to crawl this though. I'm liable to throw a couple chunks of brass on the bottom because even though it's not going to be as heavy as the Willys wagon was, it's still 3D printed. So I got a couple brass chunks I may throw on the front disc. But dude, I got a nice power system in here, reef servo. Like this one's going to get it. It always had potential, but it was just so top heavy with that Willys wagon on there.
Yeah, that's the one you had the Willys on. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, this one's dialed. This one's going to be all right.
Yeah.
Tuck that bumper up.
Yep.
I bought a $4 file. These bumpers that I bought, I'm not using the back one, but these bumpers I bought are actually for the Axial early Bronco.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So I knew they'd be cool on a boxy body. You know what I mean?
Boxy body. You got it.
That's it. The patina on this looks fantastic. Yeah, Yeah, I like it. I gotta do my thing. I've already sanded and CA'd my light buckets smooth. I got to do my door handles and windshield wipers and put my. I think the driver's going to move on this one because it's already hooked up on a. It's already dialed in completely in the radio for moving steering wheel and head on a 5-channel receiver.
Why not?
But that also slows me down. I was going to make the driver move on some of these other bigger trucks as well, but I just, it always ended up being, we're going out in the morning. Put the dude in there and let's go.
Right. But you still got steering boxes from the Jiminy's, don't you?
Yeah, there's that, and then there's
So
the
you could always
blowing
do
up
that.
the CJ files, and that's what I did on this one. I'm once I get his arms on, I'll know where the dash needs to be, and I may be using the same dash that actually is for the CJ in here.
Yeah, do it. Have it done tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Tonight's probably going to be the windows, which is really just the front and the back and the wing.
Yep.
I'll probably leave the passenger windows, the side windows open.
That's a half hour, 45 minutes.
Maybe.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to get out of here.
All right, guys. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll throw you later. Too good to be forgotten. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
See you guys.
See ya.